What's up, baby dolls? It is your friend Captain Sobby here. We are going to be navigating the tough seas of crypto. Now, what I'm about to tell you is we're going to go through cycle narratives because a lot of you, I know what's coming next. There might be some fear, capitulation, blood later on, and a lot of you, unfortunately, so everybody watching this channel, you're fine, but the people out there, they're going to paper hand. They go, it's not working, there's no adoption, Bitcoin broke the all-time high, your coin is trash, and all of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a framework literally for free. No one has done this, by the way. No one ever. I don't know why. It just came to me. I'm here 18 hours a day. I put all of this together here for you. You're very, very welcome, friends. Not selling you anything, of course. Just some friendship. So there's a difference, friends, between cycle narratives. Now, some people will also use the term product market fit. Here is the tough reality you have to swallow, all right? You don't have a product market fit. It's very, very hard to have it for multiple cycles. You get old, you get scale. The market prices you in, and then it moves on to other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just explain to you, yes, if you're holding coins and not doing so well, you know, whenever someone tells me, oh, I'm holding this coin, I'll go, I know the narrative it's in, and I know how old it is, and I'm like, okay, that's exactly why you're sucking. All right? Doesn't mean it's over, but that's why you're sucking right now. So when Bitcoin traditionally has broken the all-time high, all right, so let's look at it right now. When Bitcoin has traditionally broken the all-time high, which was back in 20K, this was last season, right? This is when basically cycle 2 coins and cycle 2 narratives start to erupt, as well as the new stuff, okay? Because things have been moving up so much. Because the market kind of like remembers, it goes, oh, you pumped last cycle, you're going to pump again this cycle. And people remember that, all right? And that's what they start doing. But most of the money goes into cycle 1 things. You know, back here in 2021, there was gaming, metaverse, there was dog coins, meme coins. That was a narrative. Alt layer 1s was also alternative layer 1s, like Pulse Chain, for example. That was a cycle, big narrative back then. BNB, you had Cardano, you had all these things, alternative, cheaper Ethereum. All right, that's what was going on back then. So what I'm going to do is just go through each cycle narrative. So obviously I've missed a few, but let's go through them. All right, so cycle 1 narratives. What's the newest, hottest thing? What is retail buying today? Artificial intelligence, by far. Okay, no questions asked about that. AI, anything with AI, retail wants. The GPUs, the coins, anything using AI. We're doing, friends, Clip Finance IDO is AI-driven liquidity management. It's already using AI right now, by the way, and they've already got a working product. But it earns yield on USDT stablecoins, of course. So it's cool, right? Isn't it cool? They're using AI to basically provide liquidity better and earn people yield. So that's what retail wants, okay? AI, anything to do with AI. There's also decentralized physical infrastructure. I call it decentralized penis. Now, this is like, you know, file storage, Weave, all these other things, okay? So that's basically like, there's other coins in here. Now, I'm not in ICOs or anything with them. I'm sure there are new things in this category deep in that I'm not fully like brushed up on, but I'm sure people are out there, maybe you've heard of them. Maybe, hey, talk to me about them. I'd like to hear. There's this other narrative, friends, called DESCI, D-E-S-C-I. It's got the most boring description here. Harnesses blockchain to democratize scientific knowledge, making research and funding available. So that's actually like such a weird one. But yeah, it's actually a thing. It's like a bunch of university nerds coming together and go, oh, let's democratize all these things. I know it sounds so boring, but it's a new cycle narrative. It's people, it's boomers, probably boomers who've come into crypto and they're like, oh, this thing's not going away to zero, right? So this thing's new though. It's new. It goes, oh, what are the coins in here, right? There's also restaking. Restaking, friends, it's Ethereum yield. So that is liquid staking derivatives. So you have staked Ethereum and people basically take that. You get maybe the validator as well to do another job, maybe make an Oracle service. They give you airdrop points and stuff here and there. So that's people who've made a lot of Ethereum. They don't want to leave Ethereum. And that's how they can participate in the new cycle as well. So retail, but here's the thing, right? Who wins in those, in restaking? It's the people doing the airdrop themselves. It's the VCs, the insiders, the scum, the grifters. They're the ones who win because they're already in. They get everybody's money. It's like it's equivalent to an unlimited sacrifice phase with Pulse Chain and pulsex. That's what they're basically doing, right? It's unlimited. It's like, hey, throw all your Ethereum money with us. We'll give you points and obviously dilute you. And you also had like Starkware and all these other dog shit scammers with all these layer 2 stuff. They just open up high and now they just get the dump on everybody, okay? But they're new narratives. But you had to be in the insiders in that group, okay? You and I are outsiders. Also, maybe there's new cycle 1 narratives to come later. So one example, we have an idea. Coinbase have 100 million customers. Maybe they funnel people into the cycle through their platform. They make apps and stuff and everyone can swap and trade poop coins. That's another example here and there, but they're all new cycle things. People coming in for those reasons, okay? But if you notice, memes are not on there. Correct, Vince. This is not a full gospel, but memes were so powerful that they run early and it's new coin memes that run early. Peppy, dog with hat. Okay, so that what I've just spoken to you about cycle 1 narratives, now memes is going to move on to cycle 2 narratives. Okay, so if you are in cycle 2 narrative, all you get is the residual final Bitcoin cycle buyers, but it's good enough to retire. So it's hard to guess cycle 1 narratives. It's hard to be convicted on them all in and have to last. Cycle 2 narratives, at least you know they were around last time and people like know them all, okay? But cycle 2 buyers, friends, they always come after Bitcoin breaks the all-time high, okay? So cycle 2 stuff, for example, when Bitcoin was under the all-time high, when it was here in DeFi season 2020, right here, people were not buying Litecoin, store of value. They were not buying XRP, payment solutions. They were not buying Monero, privacy, right? They're barely going up. They were not having DeFi yields farming season. That was, see, back here, friends, DeFi season was cycle 1 here, okay? DeFi was cycle 1 here back then, okay? You know what else is cycle 1, by the way? This includes HEX. HEX is part of this DeFi 1/DeFi 2 hybrid where you're buying something for the sake of yield. That's what it is. Now, obviously, it captured everybody's imagination because the marketing from Richard was saying that it's a store of value, okay? But it's not. Market's treating it like a DeFi altcoin, okay? That's not me saying, I don't know why, I'm not even going to say it upsets people. Like, if you can't look at the chart properly, we have to have an honest discussion about what's been going on because, yes, we wanted it to keep going up. That's what we did, friends. But when the market has this chart pattern, right here, when you have this chart pattern, okay, so Bitcoin rallies in the bear cut, goes back its all-time high, and then HEX is down here. By the way, if you're curious, where would the price be if we were just one coin? It's 5 cents, okay? So we would be here. So this HEX price would just still look like that, okay? And you still see Bitcoin like that. So this includes Pulse Chain, pHEX, pHEX, eHEX, and Inc. So if you added up all of Richard Hart coins and it was just HEX, we never had a split or anything, we never did any Pulse Chain, it'd just be 5 cents. All right, so so I'm just showing you that's basically the reality of what you're looking at. And remember, like HEX this is why, friends, Pulse Chain hopefully does really well after Bitcoin confidently breaks its all-time high, right, and pushes on because HEX was one of the best performing last cycle. So many people said it's going to be the best performing this cycle. Zero chance, friends, zero chance. The liquidity is big. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Never happened before. Best performing, okay? But think about this. Elon Musk resurrected Doge. Doge just did a 300x, okay? Shib blew it apart. Shib did a 1 million x. So Elon Musk, that was Elon Musk mania with the meme category back in the earlier cycle, okay? So you already know this. That's why back at the top of last cycle, that's where you had this red candle here. This was Elon Musk. This was Dogecoin mania. You get to see this all the way back here. So this is Dogecoin mania here. All the memes and everything going up. So, see, market cap does matter, right? Yes, it does matter because Doge had a bigger market cap. Elon Musk sending the world into Doge did a 300x. Shib had a smaller market cap, did a 1.8 million x from the very, very low, about a 1 million x. You get to see that. And that's basically like you're just going to have to you need to navigate basically the whole crypto cycle, right? Now, what about cycle 2 narratives? Now, you got to be careful with these. You can't just go buy any cycle 2 narrative. As you see, obviously, the hottest stuff is cycle 1 if you can find new stuff. That's why when I'm doing launch pads, okay, by the way, launch pads are a cycle 2 narrative as well. But launch pads give you access to new coins, which are probably in the new narratives. That's why I'm doing VVV Launchpad and paid Launchpad because they're doing, okay, you're doing gaming, which is an old narrative, but it's new coins in gaming. You're doing AI, sweet, and I get access to it. You see that? That's why I'm participating in all of these, all right? 90% call, 10% lottery. Now, once again, be careful. These are old cycle stuff. So memes, and I actually wrote here, new memes, new. So if you've been buying Doge, okay, sweet, you reversed back to, all right, you're back to 14 cents. Who gives a shit? All right, pHEX did a 980,000x, okay? pHEX has been crushing Doge. You also had Dog with a Hat, crush it. Dog with a Hat flipped pHEX, pHEX, incentive token, Pulse Chain, and pHEX. All of them, Dog with a Hat in 5 months. So just to show you, new coins, powerful, new. All right, new, but more risky as well. All right, so you need new memes. If you're buying the old memes, the old dogs, if you're buying old stuff, very slow. Market caps are too high. It's already exhausted a lot of its product market fit. Okay, that's why I also have leverage, friends. Leverage on this. Leverage on pHEX, for example. That's why I'm like, you know what? I might just take a punt with Landwolf. Yeah, there's going to be some FUD around all these other altcoins. I don't care. Like if pHEX keeps continuing throughout the rest of the cycle and it keeps hitting meme status, this hopefully continues along its leg, okay, along the way. And there's no guarantees, no. You don't know this. It's just, that's why it's good to get the leverage stuff just in case it does go up. So you don't need that much investment. NFTs, friends, they were in last cycle. NFTs in 2021 was hot. They were cycle 1 narratives. It was their first one. Now it's their second one. It's a cycle 2 narrative. But ERC 404 liquid JPEGs is a new upgrade to it. That's why we're in Gophers. Shout out to Mr. Dipcatcher, a well-respected individual and builder in the ecosystem of Pulse Chain. So Gophers liquid JPEGs. I'm like, that's cool. I want liquid JPEGs. I don't want these like buying a picture stuff here and there. I want access to that. So that's something to think about, right? He's also going to make like an options DeFi protocol and stuff later on. Gaming is also a cycle 2 narrative. And as I explained, yes, buying old games, like I don't want to touch Axis, AXS. I want to buy new game stuff. That's why I did the Drift IDO. We're doing other ones as well, which like new games. We participate in Ether games with paid launchpad, all this stuff. They went like 6x straight away on the first day. So as you can see, really lucrative. You find new games, new stuff, okay? So here's the thing. Now we continue this. Some DeFi. All right, this is important. Like, it gets harder. If you're in cycle 2 narratives, you better know what you're doing. You better have a strong call. You better have everybody who's supporting it here and there, all right? So what I'm going to do is now tell you as well, look, DEXs, these are cycle 2 narratives. DEXs, this is, for example, pHEX, friends. pHEX it's a new coin though. It's cycle 1 coin, but it's from an old narrative, all right? So that's why it's going to continue to get bought and burned for everyone, but you're not going to have a mania in yet. Until, hopefully, we don't know, Bitcoin breaks its all-time high, 100K plus, I'm hoping, okay? Also, Alt Layer 1 EVM. Now, friends, have you noticed Richard Hart, when he tweets about Pulse Chain, he says one thing: cheaper fees than Ethereum, cheaper than Ethereum. So that is old talking points. BNB, cheaper Ethereum. Fanta, cheaper Ethereum. Solana, cheaper Ethereum. Everyone's just saying, oh, we're cheaper Ethereum, okay? It's an old it's cycle 2 narrative now, okay? It's the best you got. What else? You can't say Pulse Chain is AI. You can't say it's deep in. You can't say it's helping science, okay? So you know what I mean? These cycle 1 narratives, it's not restaking, so it is that. But that's what you got. Now you know why. Okay, why isn't Pulse Chain 30x higher in price? Now you know why. It's an old cycle narrative. It's pretty much the market's used to this. There's no euphoria, FOMO retailers who want to come in and participate yet. Hopefully, later on, they happen, okay? Yield farming and yield chasing, friends, is also an old cycle narrative. It's funny. People don't do that anymore. You notice that? People making meme coins, they're not making yield farms to go earn yield. Why? Because everyone knows how it ends, man. They know, oh, okay, you just keep picking away at the inflation and there's not enough people to come in. The market learned from last cycle. HEX, best performing one. There was Olympus DAO, Ohm. There was Luna, earning yield from yield, the algo stablecoin. That's all earning the yield part, all right? So there's also YAMS, which is the food token, just like incentive token, okay? Earn this and then stake this and you get the yield. Wow, it's like a meme and stuff here and there. You see, that's old cycle stuff. That's why, look, it's not me talking, all right? It's literally the market talking. That's why I told you, now that we have pHEX, okay, now there's pHEX, friends, incentive token is stealing pHEX share away, product market fit. Because if you want yield, you don't just have to go to HEX now. If you want yield, you can go farm on the farms here, get 55% with your incentive token, okay? You don't have to lock it up for a long time. But here's the thing. If you took away incentive token, you probably think everybody rushes in and buys HEX. They don't. It's an old cycle narrative. What they probably go do is they go buy other meme coins. That's what you probably actually see happening. People are like, oh, I can't get my fix. I can't get my high yield fix, so we go somewhere else. But it doesn't really, you're cannibalizing each other anyway. Okay, does that explain? It makes sense, right? Also, so HEX's store of value component, just letting you know, that was more narrative, marketing, fabrication stuff, because the market is, the store of value, yes, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but the market's not treating it like that. It's treating it as, okay, you're more of a DeFi altcoin. Okay, you weren't, that's basically market deciding. And you might find people who would have bought HEX for its store of value component, because HEX is not new anymore, it's now cycle 2, they're now going into Pulse Chain and pHEX. You might find that. I don't know. pHEX has the auto buy and burn. Isn't that cool? Hey, I've got a store of value where people are automatically buying it. I like that. Cool. Pulse, is cheaper Ethereum. Ethereum's got store of value components. It's like, it's the city with the roads and stuff everywhere there, and people understand that. Okay, so that's, and remember, Pulse Chain was built to be the savior of HEX. Okay, so that's, see how you see, basically pHEX getting picked apart. And that's why, friends, I told you this. If you're going to sit here and put the shotgun to the back of eHEX's head and say, We don't like you anymore. Get out. You're an idiot for holding it. If you're going to tell other people that, right, I'm just letting you know, I'm warning you. Other coins in the ecosystem will do that to pHEX. Okay, yes, if you're holding it, what do you want me to tell you? I'm not going to lie. They're doing it to pHEX now. People are already saying, why should I lock up for 15 years when this coin just goes up more now? They're saying that, man. Now, here's the thing. Of course, you know 95% of them are going to buy the tops and sell the bottoms. You know that. Okay, but guess what? They don't care. They're going and buying Cycle 1 stuff, man. They're going and buying new coins. Are you going to call them all stupid? Well, you can call them all stupid, but time's up, pretty much. Time's up. Bitcoin hit 73,000. Because you can call them stupid. I don't like using that word, but they're looking at you like, hey, you're pointing at me, but I'm just buying the coins that are moving up. You're telling me to buy. Give me a good reason to buy a coin just because you hold it and you got it ages ago. It's old now. It's not moving. See, that's what they're saying, man. Okay, so I know everyone's in denial. What it is. Okay, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen, friends. So I'm helping you to navigate everything going on here. That's why people are always wrestling with like, oh, we're going to be 50x higher. Yes, well, we're not 50x higher. That's what I told you. If you want to be higher, we should have been like maybe HEX should be 25 cents by now if we were going to hit these massive targets. Okay. Now, absolutely all circumstances, I don't care what you are, you avoid cycle 3 narratives, all cursed and dead. Now, let's jump the gun a bit, okay? That means cycle 2 narratives, you don't want to touch them in the next cycle. That's right? You don't want to touch them unless you get a really blood price. It is what it is, okay? So yeah, next cycle, friends, alt layer 1s, DEXs, yield farming, yield chasing, they're going to be really old now. They're going to be third cycle. They're not going to be like, it's like buying XRP today. XRP is a payment solution coin. You know how old that narrative is? All right. So, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Okay. People don't know. People aren't listening. That's all right. They're going off greed and stuff. But I'm just telling you now. That's why, yes, I will confidently say I'm not locking myself up into something for that long. Right. I'm not locking up HEX for something that long when I can like clearly see product market fit. Yes. Finished product, friends. It's a blessing and it's cursed. Cool that it's finished. Okay, but it can't be upgraded. Okay, HEX can't have AI, can it? Right? HEX can't have, okay, where's your decentralized physical infrastructure? Just give me an example here. Same as like XRP. Does XRP have AI? Does XRP even have like DeFi? It doesn't have anything on it. It's not, that's why XRP is just bleeding with developers every day, all right? So I'm trying to just speak to tell you, the beautiful part is, I don't bother waiting and basing about these other coins because you can't do anything about them. You got to like literally exit the whole system. Okay, so it's very apparent. Look at all these dead narratives, by the way. Privacy. You already know this, right? Privacy, store of value, payment solution. Yes, store of value. No one cares about Litecoin. No one cares. Store of value, friends, Bitcoin won. And it is what it is. Okay, so you can say your store of value and do all these, but people aren't buying in for that. That narrative does not flick anybody's switch. If I told you right now, hey, I've got a new ICO and I'm going to participate, it's a store of value coin. You will vomit. You'll be like, nah, that's a scam. But if I told you, I've got a new artificial intelligence coin, it's AI with DeFi, and it earns you 30% yield on your stable coins, and it's actually working right now, and it provides liquidity smarter than any human. You'd be like, oh, let me in. That's Clip Finance, by the way, friends. That's literally Clip Finance IDO. $13.8 million markup. You got 3 days, by the way. After that, we're closing it. Don't bother begging me if this goes up after here. Okay, and by the way, it's milestone unlock. So this thing has to succeed. Remember, can lose all our money, but it is what it is. Okay, so look, this is not gospel, okay, but it helps you to navigate the whole crypto space. And look, you should focus on cycle 1 narratives because retail, mostly FOMO, just like AI. Now, means new coins, okay? So it makes sense now. Everything I've told you makes complete sense. Pepe family coin, okay? Pepe, we know memes are hot. Pepe's run up. I want everything around Pepe. There are people who bought Cat with a Hat and other dogs and other memes on Solana. Good on you because you've obviously done really well. And maybe the next crash, maybe I'll look around at them too, okay? So now you get to navigate all of these, all right? This is the truth about it. That's why, friends, a lot of people still ask me all the time, why don't you make a coin? Why don't you make a coin and then grift everyone? I'll tell you why I don't make a coin, because I know this. That's why I'll never make a coin, because I don't have any capability to make something that I believe will be viable to the market in the next 4 years. I can make something today that you want. I know how to make it today. That's not me, man. I'm here for long term. All right, I'm literally here for long term. So I'm not here to freaking grip. I don't like people to do that. But guess what? It's a necessary evil, isn't it? How else are you and me going to make money? Someone has to go make the coin. Somebody has to make the casino item for everybody to come and play. And I hop along the wave. Okay, it is what it is. So Yeah. How do you wrestle with that? I don't know how to wrestle with that. It's the arena. Okay. Just because I know what's going on doesn't mean I'm not going to fight in the arena. Because guess what? Everybody's fighting in the arena and everyone's playing the game. They pretend they're not. All right. So this blueprint, I wish somebody told it to me when I started. Guess what? You won't find a single mastermind course. You will find no indicator. You will find nothing who just told you what I've told you. All right. Yes, we are still following emotional cycles, but it is what it is. What I tell you, man, most people are holding coins from old stuff and they're not going to hit the prices they expect. But euphoria is going to be there. Euphoria is going to be there. All right. Are you listening though? I know you're listening to me. Like, subscribe, bell button. I'll catch you soon.